Good evening, parents. Welcome to our graduation meeting. So you guys know all the details you need to know about this year's class of 2021 graduation, and we are so excited. We've got the entire month of May planned out for them, and we're just really excited to share with you. So as you have heard, our graduation this year is May 22nd, which is a Saturday. And it's going to happen at Wolf Creek Amphitheater. So this is great because it's an open venue, and so it's very COVID friendly, and we're really excited about where we are graduating this year. So here is the calendar. We have made some changes since our last senior graduation meeting, but this is the official calendar that we are going to roll with. We have moved up Senior Clearance Day to be Thursday and Friday, May 6th and the 7th. I have details on a future side in terms of what time this is happening, but this will occur on Bulldog Boulevard. I have pictures for you in another slide as well. And this is where students get cleared to graduate. So they will see 6 different people to get cleared on 6 different items. This is academics, senior dues, textbooks, magnet. Even if they're not in magnet, they'll just get cleared that they're not in magnet. Clubs and organizations, and media center, so devices and that kind of thing. So they'll get 6 stamps. Once they get that, they will get their tickets for graduation. They'll get their cap and gown, pearls and ties, all the fun stuff that we have for them, they will receive on Senior Clearance Day. So that's the plan for Thursday and Friday, May 6th and 7th. All seniors' last day of new content was last week. So this week and next week, the focus should be on students completing all of their assignments and working on any makeup work that they have so that they are cleared to graduate May 6th and May 7th. And all their teachers know that that's what we're working with. On May 12th, those who are working with Miss Christian on the chorale and those who are working with Miss Holland on speeches, we will meet in the gym from 9 to 11 just to work through those speeches and work through the songs. And then we are excited to bring back our vision ceremony. It is going to look a little different this year, but it's happening in the gym, stage, all of that stuff. We are going to invite all seniors to attend. Those seniors who are going to get an award at the honor ceremony will receive 2 tickets to bring either parents, friends, guardians, anything like that. So all seniors are invited to attend our honors vision ceremony at 6:30. And again, only those who are receiving an award will receive their 2 tickets. And those students will receive those 2 tickets at clearance, so they'll know at clearance who all, if they're going to get 2 additional tickets. Again, on Thursday, May 13th, we're going to do another chorale and speech rehearsal. That's going to occur in L123. And then on Friday, really excited about this. We have rehearsal. It's just for this day, it's just practicing how to line up all the seniors so that when we get to the rehearsal of graduation, this is easy because they've already practiced it. But we're going to rehearse lining up out on the field. That's where we're going to meet. We are going to do our class photo on the field, and then we're going to do our senior final walk. So for the class photo and for the final walk, seniors will need to wear their cap and gown, which again, they will receive at clearance. But we're excited about that because we didn't get to do it last year. And then we're also having a senior picnic, and we're going to do that on the field as well from 12 to 2. It's going to look a little different. Again, it's a little more COVID friendly than we've done in the past, but we promise it's going to be a blast. We've got good things in store for that. So please come out to that as well. So that is the 2 weeks before we get to graduation and now the week of graduation. On Monday, May 17th, there is graduation rehearsal in the gym we're going to go through the whole shebang. So lining up, which they should be really good at based on the rehearsal on the 14th. We'll go through exactly what the graduation ceremony looks like. Those in the crowd, those speaking, will get time to practice. Nobody will hear their speeches before the actual ceremony, but they'll know when to get up and that kind of thing. And then on Tuesday, May 18th, we are going to actually rehearse at Wolf Creek. This is occurring at 8 a.m. due to the amount of other schools that are graduating with us, and because it's the middle of May and it gets hot, so they're trying to get all the schools in early so that it's not super hot out when we rehearse. So the graduation rehearsal will be at Wolf Creek at 8 a.m. There is an opportunity to ride a bus to and from rehearsal, or the students can drive themselves. But those who are riding the bus to rehearsal must report to the gym at 7 a.m. So that we can leave it on time and get to the venue to rehearse. So we are going to have a survey at the end of this that we need you to fill out, letting us know if the student is going to drive themselves or if they're going to ride the bus. Again, on Thursday, May 20th, chorale and speech rehearsal in L123, and then the exciting event you've all been waiting for, graduation, which will happen at 10 a.m. at Wolf Creek Amphitheater. All seniors must ride the bus to and from the venue. So you'll arrive to TCHS in the gym at 8 a.m. We will leave and bus you to the venue. After the ceremony, you will get back on the bus and come back to Tri-Cities High School to pick up your diploma and yearbook, and then parents and guardians and friends, you can then leave and go do lunch or whatever. And I'll get to more detail about that down the road. So this is your calendar. We're really excited. We've shared it with faculty and staff today, so everybody knows what's going on. All right, so for graduation, information that you need to know. Bag policy. The venue strongly recommends you do not bring a bag, but if you are bringing a bag, it must be clear, and only non-clear bags must be smaller than 4.5 by 6.5. And the only exception is for medical bags. Prohibited items, nothing that'll block somebody's view. Balloons, air horns, whistles, any crazy noisemakers, food, drink, coolers, none of it. It's all prohibited. Masks are required by everybody unless they are under the age of 2. And again, it must be fully covering the nose and mouth. All guests are encouraged to bring a low-profile chair to not obstruct the view of anyone behind them, and blankets are also encouraged on the lawn. Tickets. This we've gotten a lot of questions about. Guests over the age of 2. Again, guests over the age of 2 will need a ticket. Each student will receive 4 tickets. So we originally said 2. Once we got the final numbers from the venue, we were able to do 4 based on the size of our graduating class. Guests will not be allowed to enter the facility until 1.5 hours before the commencement ceremony. So the parking lot, nothing will open until 1.5 hours prior to the ceremony starting. No tailgating is allowed. All cars must present their tickets upon entering the facility. Every person in the car must have a ticket, so you will not be allowed into the parking lot without a ticket. All guests are encouraged to carpool because there's enough parking, but there is limited parking. So please make sure that you carpool. It'll make it easier. Everybody who is attending for one student is encouraged to sit together as well, because they're going to have markings so that it's basically grouped together so that families are together. So all those who are attending for one student should tailgate and should sit together. And there is going to be roped off sections to maintain social distancing at the ceremony. Water will be provided to graduates at no cost, and then water will be on sale for family and guests and that kind of thing for $8. We are encouraging that the fixed seating be reserved for our elderly guests and guests with disabilities. All other guests are encouraged to choose a lawn seat. However, families are encouraged to sit together. So those families with elderly guests and guests with disabilities are encouraged to sit together in the fixed seating area. And then, as I said before, students must ride the bus to and from graduation. This is so that the facility can clean in between graduations because there is another graduation occurring after us. This way we can make sure every student gets back to get their yearbook and their diploma, and it just makes things a lot easier. Again, parking is crazy. It's just easier if we get them to and from the venue, and then students can be picked up at Tri-Cities High School. And last but not least, rehearsal, like we said, is May 18th at 8 a.m. All students who are riding the bus need to report at TCHS at 7, but students may drive themselves. And if you are riding the bus, we need to know, and we have a survey coming up in a little bit. After the ceremony, so students will be bused back into the teacher parking lot. So the front parking lot in front of the building is going to be reserved for teachers, and that's where the buses will pick up and drop off the students. All students will park in the student parking lot, and that's where students will be picked up. So any student driving, student picking up will occur in the student parking lot. The front will be reserved for teachers and the buses. So students will be dropped off in the front of Tri-Cities High School, and we'll have tables in alphabetical order so that seniors can go get their diplomas and yearbooks. We'll also have some backdrops they can take a photo with, and then they'll walk down to the student parking lot to get in their cars and meet their family to go to lunch or home. Okay, senior dues is $175 this year. If you already paid your initial senior dues amount, which was $35, you only have to pay $140. This is the price breakdown for everything. It's mainly just yearbooks and graduation. That's it. Any extra things that we have come from donations and that kind of thing. So we need you to pay your senior dues now. We've had 2 deadlines so far. The final deadline has to be the 6th and 7th because they cannot get cleared to graduate on the 6th and 7th until they have paid their senior dues to graduate. Most of you have paid your senior dues, so thank you to those who have already taken care of that. Those who have not, please go ahead and get that money in because everybody wants their money now. So the venue wants their money now. Programs, they want their money now. And we can't get stuff done until we have the money in our budget to send over. So we want to make sure that we secure everything in advance and make sure that everything goes off superbly. But we need you guys to go ahead and take care of that. In order to pay, you pay through OSP. When you go to tricitieshigh.org, the first tile on the left is OSP. Look for class of 2021 senior dues. And again, pay $175 if you've never paid an initial deposit, and then choose, that should say $140 if you have already paid the initial $35. And deadline to pay has passed, so now just please pay ASAP. It has to be done before seniors get cleared to graduate. All right, cap decorating requirements. As I said before, all seniors will get their cap and gowns at clearance once they have cleared to graduate. Cap and gowns should have already been paid for, but if not, they will have a cap and gown for you, but you will have to pay in order to receive that cap and gown. So it's already been ordered. It's already at the school. Herf Jones will provide the cap and gowns that you have ordered, or if you didn't, they will have them all there. You just need to make sure that you pay for them prior to senior clearance so that they can easily just give it to you. So once you receive your cap and gown, you are free to decorate your cap. Just please make sure that it has no advertisements for alcohol or substance abuse or anything like that. Nothing with a gang affiliation, no vulgar or profane language, and nothing that threatens the safety and welfare of any other person or anybody. So please keep that in mind. If the cap is inappropriate at graduation, the senior might not graduate. All right, so females attire for graduation envisions: black dress, short or long sleeve shirt. You can also wear dress pants or skirt with a black blouse. Black dress shoes, no stilettos. And you will see when we go to rehearsal that Tuesday, you do not want to wear stilettos. When you are processioning in, it's going to be downhill. When you're processioning out of the venue, it is uphill. There is a lot of walking to and from the holding area and to the stage. Stilettos will not be allowed for graduation. It's too much walking and it's up and down a hill, and we do not want any of our females injured at graduation or falling or anything like that. White stud pearl earrings and necklaces will be provided at clearance. You can wear your class rings, watch, and just make sure when you ladies are getting your hair styled that your cap will sit nicely on your head. Don't do like a high bun or something that's not going to fit on there. No cell phones, iPods, purses, gum chewing, headphones, sunglasses, nothing like that on stage for graduation. And then the honor cords below are the ones that are allowed. I've been asked this question a bunch. No, you cannot go out and purchase your own honor cords. It's got to be from your sponsor. And no, you cannot get your own stole to decorate. So it's got to be from an honor society. For males, it's dress black slacks, longer short sleeved white dress shirt, black dress shoes, black socks, red tie or bow tie. This will be provided to you. And then again, no cell phones, purses, gum chewing, any of that. And then the honor cords listed below are the ones that are allowed at graduation. Again, guys, please make sure that your cap will fit on your head. You don't want it falling off as you're processioning in and out. Just make sure it sits on there nicely. All right, senior clearance. Again, this is happening, I got to change the date, May 6th and May 7th. And then you'll see the schedule on the next slide. This is where you get cleared for graduation. You receive your cap and gowns, tickets, pearls, ties, yada, yada, yada. And then masks are required along with the usual social distancing requirements. There's like 20 or 25 kids max every 30 minutes. So, and last year it went really, really quick. So just make sure you arrive on time and you have everything ready. You'll get stickers. We'll have a spot for you to take your photo, and that's it. So this is pretty quick and painless. And this is the schedule. So again, it's May 6th and May 7th. And you will show up to the time and date that you see your last name. So if my last name was Philpott, I will show up May 7th at 10 a.m. If my last name is Garcia, I will show up on May 6th at 12:30. So this is the plan for senior clearance. And this will be sent out multiple times on Remind. All right, as we've said before, your graduation will be live streamed, but they will also be providing graduation DVDs, and they are on sale now. So this will include, they have a drone and 3 camera shoots. The drone will be able to capture aerial views of the ceremony that will be edited into the final products. Right now, delivery is 3 to 4 weeks. From now until May 7th, they are selling bulk packages of 2. After May 7th, you can buy individual ones. However, if you and another family both wants a copy, you can go in together and purchase them at a discount now. If you and your child and they have a friend whose family also wants a DVD, y'all could go in together. So it's a lot cheaper. So that's an option as well. You'll go to blacklightproductions.com/dvd.html. All right, please, 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 if you've not done this, and you will be required to do it at clearance, so we'd rather you go ahead and do this now. Please go to the URL or scan the QR code and fill out the Village Photography link. All graduates will get their photo taken by Village Photography at graduation. It's a professional photography company. So they'll get photos of them walking across stage and all of that. In order to get those images, they need to know where to send them. So please fill this out so they know how to get the photos back to you. So again, the URL or the QR code will help you get that. And just please go ahead and take care of this now. It'll make it easier down the road. Also, last day to submit college acceptances and scholarships is Friday. Please email jonesjb@fultonschools.org. If we get any scholarships after Friday, they will not be in the graduation program. So we have to have all scholarships by Friday in order for them to go into the program for graduation. We're ready to send it off and get it printed. Ms. Green?
Yes, ma'am. I don't see the next slide. Okay. Good evening, everyone. Just a reminder here for seniors, we are in pre-clearance mode at this point. You guys are working on your senior exit survey. A reminder to go ahead and take care of that. That will be required prior to you clearing. So you want to make sure that that is done so you're not held up on clearance day for getting your stamp for academic stamp. So you can log in through ClassLink, then Naviance. You'll see the senior exit survey on your home screen. You'll click there and literally it'll take you about 2 or 3 minutes and you are completed with that. Just make sure it's done. I've been checking with you guys every day this week, and so I'll continue with that tomorrow and throughout until we get to senior clearance day. So let's take care of that ASAP. Okay, a quick reminder of some things. As we're in spring now, you guys have finalized, you're sending in your acceptances and scholarships and so forth to Ms. Jones. You're finalizing that. Please do not forget, as you transition to college, everything at the college level has its own department. So if you're checking in with admissions thus far, please make sure you're checking in with the Office of Financial Aid to make sure that they have received and downloaded your FAFSA. That is important to make sure that you're able to capitalize and take advantage of those federal grants and scholarships and so forth that are being offered as you complete that. So please, please, please make sure you check in to make sure that it is done. Although you may have started, they may have sent you communication asking about verification and things of that nature. And sometimes schools will have additional things they're asking you to do. So please check in to make sure that it's done. How do you access it? Through the FAFSA.ed.gov website. It is a free application, so no one should be asking you to pay to apply. You'll follow the steps. So there's an attached flyer that was emailed out to every single senior. You guys can follow those steps to make sure you have completed it. Make sure your parents have done their part as well. Just make sure that it's completed and done. So just a reminder for that for all seniors.
Thank you, Ms. Green.
Yes, thank you.
And then we need everybody to complete the survey. This is the one that will let us know whether the senior is going to drive themselves to rehearsal or if they are going to ride the bus, because we need to know how many buses we need. Again, rehearsal is Tuesday, May 18th at 8 a.m. If you are riding the bus, you must be at Tri-Cities High School by 7 a.m. So please, please, please fill out the survey. And that is it. So Ms. Hollins, what questions do we have?
Hey, one question was, how early can families arrive at the venue?
So families may arrive at the venue 1.5 hours prior. They cannot come in an hour and a half prior to the ceremony. So they are allowed in an hour and a half prior. That makes sense.
Yes, so if the graduation starts at 10, we will say 8:30.
Yes. Other questions?
Another request was to put the DVD information back in the chat. If you wanted to show it again for our viewers. And then, of course, as a reminder, y'all, this is being recorded and will be published on our Tri-Cities YouTube page, so you can always have access to it there. And Ms. Bice, I did get a request if we could email out the presentation as well.
I will get with Ms. Cummings on that. And then we will also put this PowerPoint onto our website. I'll have to look up the actual website, but we have the website. So we'll put this exact thing on there as well. And the link to our YouTube channel is also on the website, which is where this recording will be. Our website is tchseniors2021.weebly.com. Any other questions?
The calendar was hard to see. Yes, we will again upload this presentation so y'all have better access to it. And we do have one question regarding prom.
What's the question regarding prom?
It just says prom question mark. Do you want to address that really quickly?
There is no prom. I do know that some seniors were putting that on, but there wasn't enough interest to actually make it happen. And we are providing 4 students per student at graduation. They will receive that at senior clearance.
The tickets, right?
Right.
Yeah, 4 tickets per student. And we do have a couple, well, one question regarding if a student is virtual, they still will need to ride the bus, correct? And they'll just need to get to Tri-Cities, I'm assuming getting dropped off or a carpool with a friend, but they will need to ride the bus to graduation.
Yes, everybody has to ride the bus to graduation. Somebody said my bus arrives at school at 8 a.m. Will I make it in time for graduation practice? No, we have to be at the venue by 8 for rehearsal. So you'll need to get dropped off by 7 a.m. that morning. Information about practice is in the calendar. Chords, we don't have a film club, so there will be no film chords, but chords are given to you by your sponsor, so you'll have to ask your club sponsor in regards to when you get those chords. Any other questions? The site to pay dues is not working. It is working. I'm gonna double check, but it's been working. You go to tricitieshigh.org, click on online payment system or online school payments, and then click on, okay, let me do
Guys,
this.
you want to share your screen.
I'm gonna do that. So you'll go to tricitieshigh.org, click on online payment systems, and then you'll just scroll down to where it says class of 2021 senior dues. Click on that. And then if you already paid the first deposit, you only pay $140. If you never did that, pay in full, click add to cart. And then you will go to checkout. And then you will have to put in the student information, like their student ID. That's how I know which student has paid for senior dues. So if you've never used OSP before, you will have to create an account. If you've used it before, just log in and it makes it quick and simple. And then again, the calendar is here.
And we had another question regarding decorating masks. So we talked about the top of their cap, but what about masks?
Dr. Lett, do you want to address that?
Sure, I don't see any problem with decorating masks as long as it doesn't obstruct the students' breathing.
Sounds good. Any other questions? And as we said, this is being recorded and we have the PowerPoint that we will put everywhere for you. Anything else? Yes, the ceremony will be live streamed. Avid, I don't know if you get a cord, you'll have to talk to Mr. Thompson. If a senior does not get cleared, will their tickets be available? No.
Hey, Vice, so you may want to talk about that if families have extra tickets and they want to give to other families.
Right. So if a family is not using all 4 of their tickets, you are welcome to talk to that family and ask them for their extra ones. And no, we are not having a class trip. We haven't had a class trip in a while. But the seniors are welcome to get together and plan their own trip. Yes, you have to wear a mask. Everybody attending the ceremony has to wear a mask. And I think that's it. If there are any other questions, feel free to email me. But again, all of this information will be provided on the website and will also be provided on our YouTube channel. All right. Thank you so much for attending.